who are in trouble. Now, I want to recommend to you, I'm sure there are a lot of people who viewed my videos who also are familiar with Dr. Stanley Monteith from Radio Liberty. His show is available on GCN. You can go to GCN Live on demand to listen to his radio show, which is very good. And he has a video I ordered from him, and which is also available online at Google Videos. You can find it. It's called Brotherhood of Darkness. This video, without a doubt, his scenario for exactly what is taking place in this world and the end result is the best conglomeration of evidence to point to a vast global conspiracy of the elites to control the world through finance, through population control, through every possible means of control of human beings is being directed through the Brotherhood of Darkness, which he identifies in the video. Don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. But I highly recommend that you watch that if you haven't, because it sets the framework for understanding exactly what has happened in the last 100 years for sure, and probably goes back much further with occult and mystical traditions, Freemasonry, everything like that. Okay, now that being said, I want to iterate and then reiterate that I do not, with all due respect to Dr. Monteith, I do not support his point of view that what we're seeing is Luciferian, that it's being directed by Satan or an evil force. Rather, I would think that what the motivations of the people in charge who are trying to destroy national sovereignty and bring about a world government are in fact driven by the same types of things that drive all human beings, just the worst, most negative aspects of them. And as a friend of mine commented, these people are mostly what you might call anti-life. And they may believe that they're serving Satan or the devil or even Lucifer or some light-bringing angel or what have you, but I don't believe that. In an occultic sense, I believe they may be in contact with agencies, with quote-unquote beings or entities from other dimensions, but I would hazard a guess to say that those things are so alien and so bizarre in what they think and what they do that there is no hope of anybody understanding what they want or what they hope to achieve. So serving them serves no purpose, because you're not going to get anything out of it. So in the end, the elites are going to be fucked just like everybody else, if in fact that is part of their agenda. So it's not a good and evil thing, it's just the very nature of humanity. From the highest pinnacles of good to the darkest pits of evil, man encompasses the entire range. Doesn't need an evil influence, but if there is one there, it's not a devil, but it's something probably far worse, because at least the devil you can categorize and you can understand. Something implacably evil, you know what it's going to do. But some being, some entity from another dimension or time or space, you cannot understand. If any of you are familiar with the works of H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos, you will know what I'm talking about. You will understand the alien nature of what I'm describing. So I don't want to stay on that too long. I probably already have gone on too long for some of you. But I want you to understand that I do not support the religious angle that is put forth in Brotherhood of Darkness. And that is that there is a good God and a evil devil. Now, if that's something that you do personally believe, that's fine. I'm not here to argue religion whatsoever. I just don't believe in it. A couple of other things that need to be put into perspective with this, and that is that the elites, those people who are members of what Monteith calls the Brotherhood of Darkness, are those who have the most power. They have occultic connections. They have heredity, because they've been within certain families and bloodlines and everything else, and they're in positions of power throughout the world. So this is not simply a United States phenomenon. This is global, and what we're moving towards now is a global economy, a global system of government, and what essentially is going to be global enslavement of the people, and an eventual culling of the population down to what they consider to be more manageable levels. And you can find out about that through the UN's Agenda 21 and some other things in that related vein. So people being the worst, most despicable, evil things that they can be, doing things designed to bring us to an end result that they think is going to bring them something. Whether that's an occultic thing, whether that's some praise in the eyes of some demon or spirit, or even what they might think of as God is irrelevant. The motivations behind them are irrelevant. It's the fact that it's going on. And whether or not you believe in the occult or not is not important, because the people who engage in it believe in it. So what they're doing is motivated by that. It matters not whether it's true or false, real or unreal. A couple of unrelated points to mull over. Now, I've talked before about H.R. 45, the Gun Control Amendment, and I think it's absolutely fucking essential that we prevent the loss of our Second Amendment rights. Okay, so I cannot stress that enough. I could do 100 videos every day just on this particular point, because when it happens, when push comes to shove, when the tipping point is finally reached, all of the guns, money, and power are with the elite and with the governments. You understand? And it's very important to have people, when they finally get it through their thick fucking skulls, what's really happening here, that they have some type of weapons available to them to defend themselves and to fight the tyranny when it comes. And guns are the best thing you can have. So it's essential, it is absolutely essential that we continue to fight on that front and do everything we possibly can to agitate for the destruction of H.R. 45 and any other fucking attempts to destroy your Second Amendment rights. Because the tipping point is going to be reached, and when it is reached, we need people who are armed to be able to defend themselves from tyranny. Thank you. Good night.